Carol Bailey, a 68 years old woman, is thankful to be alive from an accident which occurred last Wednesday on Orange Walk. She was hit off her bicycle by a car driven by Sarah Balgobin. Though she sustained only a few injuries that are not life-threatening, she is upset at the way in which Balgobin is treating her. Today, Channel 2 Headline News spoke with Bailey, who recounted the day of the accident.
I was riding along Orange Walk, where I saw a canter backing out from in front of the chicken place there to the corner just between Orange Walk and Charlotte Street. And I could not have avoided him. If I had continued, I would have hit him. Or he would have hit me, so I swerved out slightly to avoid him. And there is where this car come from behind and hit me down after the cycle. And after I fall on the floor, on the ground in fact, it appeared that she was trying to go away. So the person said, look, that woman moving, and stop her.
Bailey explained that after public-spirited persons tried to stop Balgobin from fleeing the scene, she then decided to park her car in the corner. When questioned by persons on the scene, she was reluctant to divulge her identity, but eventually did.
They asked her what is her name and number, or her phone number. And she was a bit hesitant, but eventually she gave it to them, right? And one of the men said, man, you could give this woman something as a compensation that in case anything, she could look after herself and so on, right? She said she don't have money. I didn't ask her for anything because I know how these people stay. I did not ask her, but the men that were there and the people that were around tell her to give the woman something as compensation so she could go and look medical-wise and so on. She said she don't have. And with that, she went in her car, she drove away.
After Balgobin's identity was revealed, Bailey made a report at the police station and decided to go to Balgobin's place of work at Kaichor News.
Kaichor News, that's where she said she was working.
What's her name?
Sarah Balgobin. When we got there and we went into the building, my son asked the chap, my foot was spinning me, so I wanted to sit down. So she asked the chap if this young lady working there, and by the name and the phone number, he said yes. He said he's going to call her, she's upstairs. He called and we sat down there approximately over 15 minutes or more, and they weren't coming down. So my son turned to the chap, he said, I have to go back to work. I come here because of my mother's situation, and I want to get answers. I want to know what's going on. I called him, he said, look, let him call him again. He called, and they didn't come down right away. Must be about approximately not 10 to 15 minutes then before they came down. When they came down, she came in the company of this Mr. Glenn Lal and this other gentleman that was there, this other Indian chap. I don't know him. Anyway, when they came forward, he said, what happened? And I told him what was the situation, how she come on to me and so on, right? And she said, no, she right in front of my vehicle and she break off my, I break off her rear view mirror.
The 68-year-old Bailey further claimed the woman only decided to make a police report after calls were made to her by a police officer.
He called her in my presence. She didn't answer the first time, and then he called back again. Then she answered. And he said, I want you down here for Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. He said, I must report there too at 10. I said, okay, I will. I said, but Saturday is my Sabbath. He said, doesn't matter, you got to come. I said, okay. Saturday morning, I got down there just about 9:45. And I waited till after 11, and the young woman didn't come. She never come. He called her phone, again she didn't answer. He called it again, she didn't answer. When he called it again, she said she come in. And I was there, and she never came.
Bailey, who says that she's not really seeking any compensations, had these sentiments for Balgobin. Good, okay.
I don't want the money. Okay. But I want her to understand that if you have a matter like that, you have got to make yourself in place so that we can trash it out as much as we can. And come to some kind of compromise that whatever you may have done, it has caused a problem to this person, right? And as they say that we want their money, I don't want it. But she must understand that nobody is above the law, and we must treat each other as we are each brother's keeper. It doesn't matter race, creed, or what. You is human and I'm human. And you can't operate like how you operate there. Because when we got there, I know right there and then she would not have been calling me.
I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.